Hey everybody, and welcome to another update here of the Barnhouse art space. We're in the hallway here, the stairs between the barnhouse, the farm, the loft, and the green room downstairs. So this is Command Central, our production board, and well, we got a lot of stuff done. All my stuff here that I wanted to get done, including railings, including the countertop, a couple of shelves, that's all done, so that she's practically 90% done, ready upstairs, and I would say completely moved in at this point, probably little odds and ends, but the production board's still getting bigger. Always adding items, always taking them away. That's the way it goes. So let's just jump up in here into the art space now. So when last we left it off, well actually, last we left it off, we were doing railings here, and we got our railings in the stairwell. And then, like I said, these are just burl 2x4s that I cut to the proper contortion of the hand using proportions that are coded. And so when you look at a hand railing, it really kind of wants to conform to your hand so that you can grip all the way around it in case you need to pull up. The other thing of this is just the offsets. The only thing that we did with this was normally they'll put a little bit of a board or a piece of wood there, something that gives a little bit more grip, because that is just 5/8 drywall. So over time, pushing down, pulling up on that, these little thin metal brackets that can crack the drywall. So they'll put a little wood medallion or something on there. And as we were looking through things, I saw the electricians had these little metal tops to some of their boxes. And so I said, hey guys, you using those? And they said, no, we're going to return them. So I said, well, those are perfect for me to use for a medallion here. And that just increases the surface area. And then of course, each one of these is into a stud. So that's a little extra added support. And that's strong and sturdy, and those aren't going to go anywhere. They're going to be here for years to come. Just a couple quick pictures, just cutting those 2x4s just to make the handrails. Not too hard. Like I said, it's just a matter of really looking at what the code is in your area, height-wise, distance from the wall, diameter of the grip, and then, well, following it. And this was all done on a table saw. Nothing too fancy about it. A lot of sanding, a little bit of stain, and it's done. So the other thing we're doing is, well, we got our countertops in here for the sink. And so the sink's in place, plumbing's not in place, but the sink is here now. It's not connected right now, so this can pull out so that when we do have the plumbing done, we'll get that all taken care of. In the meantime, what we've got these plywood countertops here, and that's just 3/4 inch plywood, just with a 2x4, again, those burl 2x4s, which is just really high quality. And everything's sanded. This side is just a stain treatment that's Old Masters Spanish oak. And then, well, I like experimenting with different types. And so this is actually the same type of plywood. This is the back side. One side's the front side, the other side's the back side. And you can see it's got a lot more knots, got a lot different sheen to it. And if you're ever going to finish any type of wood, you can really make it look beautiful. It just depends on how you finish it. And a lot of that has to do with sanding. And so I've been experimenting with different grits of sand to see how much grain it brings out or how much it leaves behind. And well, that's interesting. I don't know if anybody else is interested in that out there, but definitely if you leave a comment, you know, we can certainly put together a little YouTube video on how to finish things. And in this case, making plywood look like $1 million bucks. And then that's just got 3 coats of semi-gloss polyacrylic on top, so that's going to hold up well with the water in the sink that we got there. The only other thing we did was we put some shelves in here. This is an art space after all, so Liz has got a lot of art supplies, particularly with the paints. And well, we just threw some floating shelves in here. And these were really easy to do. These are actually 2x6 studs. There were some leftover studs from the walls downstairs. And again, all it was a quick cut. We put some timber lock wall anchors in every 32 inches here, made sure that we hit a stud, and that's solid as can be. We wanted to make sure we got enough bite on that, but as long as we're hitting studs, that's going to float, and that's taking quite a bit of weight there, and we're not going to have any problems with that at all. And that's about it. Everything else is, like I said, the space is being moved in here now. We've got all of the systems hooked up, all the computer work. Liz is going, well, she's going strong with everything she's got to do in terms of the graphic design, in terms of space planning, in terms of everything that she does on her end of things. And that's it, aside from really touching up a bunch of little things. I don't have too much more to do here in the art space. Now that's going to move us down into the green room. So we have really kind of focused on getting up here and getting this all done. And then the green room here on the first floor, well, this hasn't really seen too much completion. You know, we've got our drywall here for it. We got everything rough framed in. And we've got a lot to do to really kind of bring this up. Plus, this is going to have the bathroom. This is going to have all the plumbing that's going to come through, including the heating. And so this is going to take a little bit longer. But we wanted to make sure that we get to that point where it was useful. And we had set ourselves 40 days. 40 days, get in there, get it done. That way, it's, well, this is a working business. And it's a working space, so that's what we wanted to do. Now this is going to become a summer project, and I'm certainly going to take you along with it because you might all find some interesting things we do here, particularly when we put the bathroom in and the work we're going to do underneath the stairs. So we'll do another little vlog about that one, and that's about it. So I'm not going to show any more updates unless something cool comes on with the art space upstairs. We'll work on this as it comes up, and of course, if you've got any projects, please send them out there. We do punch lists. You know, we do second hand or third hand if you need that. A little knowledge base or a KB as it's known. We'll certainly do that because maybe you know what you do. You got all the tools. You just need that little bit of information, that little bit of knowledge to kind of just get you to the next level. Plus, the wood shop is in full swing. We've had one class in here so far where people have kind of come in and we've run a couple of project classes. So that's certainly something we can do if you are in the area and you're really looking to kind of build something. Maybe you want a nice coffee table. Maybe you want a dog house. Those are things that we have done in here. Well, you can certainly register for a class. We do them on the weekends and come in here and you get use of all the tools. Plus you get use of me. And like I said, just a little KB getting to that last 10%. Maybe you don't have the knowledge or that right tool, so it makes all the difference in the world. All right, that's it. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll keep sending these updates as they do come out. In the meantime, I'm going to jump here on the on the production board and get my next list of things to do. So hopefully you guys have got your projects to do, and I'd love to hear about them, talk about them, or hey, just show and reach out. So thanks for checking it out. I appreciate all the support, and we'll see you on the next one.